Hi, this is Marcia, and today we are talking about using Post-it notes as a quick formative assessment. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. That's right. We're going to be talking about Post-it notes, the good old Post-it notes. This is a great way to quickly gather information from your students before they leave your classroom. So grab a stack of Post-it notes and let's take off on a journey on how to use them for a formative assessment. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is how to actually tear off a Post-it note. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but this is kind of important, especially when you're going to go and use Post-it notes as a formative assessment. So the most way people pull off a Post-it note is they pull it from the bottom up. And when that happens, it actually grows wings and it flies away. So your little helpful hack and tip for the day is pull from the side and your Post-it note will lay flat. Something you can share with your students. Now, when I'm doing Post-it notes inside my classroom, one of the things is I go in and make a poster. And the poster is right beside the door. And as the students exit, they put their Post-it note answer right on their number. I also tell them to put their name on it because that's really helpful. So I make this into a poster. You can find this on our blog post where you can go and use this template to help you create a poster size in your classroom environment. Laminate it and stick it right beside your door. Easy way to remember to do a quick exit ticket before the students leave. Now what I like to do next is I actually will go and grab the Post-it note app. That's right, there is a Post-it note app. I'm pulling it up right now. You just go in and search for Post-it note. I'll put the link in here. So I have a Post-it note app. What I do is I take a photo of the students' exit tickets. As soon as I take a photo, I can now group my students based on how they answered by just going and grabbing a Post-it note saying, did they get it? Did they not? Take a look at this Post-it note app. It's super easy to use and it's a quick way to grab that information before the next class comes in. Now we're going to take our Post-it notes up a notch. The way we're going to do that is we're going to actually print on Post-it notes. Inside of the blog post, I go through and I talk about how you can easily print right on side of Post-it notes. Again, this is why it's really important to learn how to pull Post-it notes from the side because your Post-it notes will lay flat and they won't get stuck in your printer. But what I've done is I've gone in and I printed right on side of a Post-it note. So maybe one student has to do a fact and opinion about something that they read that day. Maybe another student might get a Post-it note that says, what did you visualize? Another student might be doing a compare and contrast. So the idea is that the students are getting different questions as they do an exit ticket. And or you could do all of the students doing a fact and opinion or what did they visualize. But I love to print out Post-it notes because it just adds a little bit more excitement. All you do is you print out the template, put Post-it notes in it, follow the directions, slide it through the printer, and now you have Post-it notes that are printed on. So a great way to add some formative fun into your classroom is to really just go grab a stack of Post-it notes, use them, have them sitting by your desk, have the students grab one on their way in, and before they leave, have them give one key fact, have them tell you one answer, and then now you have data to help drive your instruction for the next day.